Are positions of responsibility important for your placements or not in MBA? That is the question you have in your mind. And in this video, what I'll be doing is I'll be logically explaining you the answer whether PORs are important for you in the placements or not. And if they are not, then what is that something which can help you create far more impact than a PORs would? Oh, I think I've already shared with you my answer. Hi, I'm Darpan Saxena, an MBA from IIM Udaipur, and let's get on with the video. So let's talk about positions of responsibility, and let's first understand that what exactly are they. So as the name speaks for itself, position of responsibility could be seen as a role in a group, in a team, wherein the team is focused towards a particular objective. And if in that team or in that group, if you have a role, then you effectively have a position of responsibility, because you are expected to help them achieve that outcome, achieve that goal. Now, I've spoken to a lot of my friends, I've spoken to a lot of them in the industry who are HRs, so on and so forth, and the two arguments which are there in the favor of PORs are that one, PORs help in showing that you have taken some initiatives beyond your academics, and two, PORs show that you are a team player and that you can work in a team and you can lead a team, or at least contribute in it as a team player. Now, what I'm about to share with you about PORs might completely change your perspective, and here is my answer to whether PORs are important for you for your MBA placements or not. The fact is that PORs are so important for your placements, they are so damn important for your placements that they're not important anymore. What does that even mean? So I am a marketer and I would obviously like to explain you this thing with a marketing concept, and it is the concept of differentiation. The fact is that PORs over the years have been so important, and the students have been informed so much by their seniors and friends that the PORs are important, that now everyone on the campus, if you are 400 of you, I can guarantee you majority of you would have some kind of a POR for sure. So much so that if you go and open up somebody's resume, you would surely see a statement like this: organized a mega event which witnessed a footfall of 5,000 people. Now, even if that particular student had been sleeping through the entire event, he or she has the right to have it on their resume because they were in the organizing team. Hence, PORs are everywhere. Every student has it in their resume. And when everyone has it, it is no longer a point of differentiation for you. Let me go back to the marketing concept around it, that there are points of parity and points of differentiation. What you as a marketer should always aim for to have in your products and in your offerings is that you should have some unique points of differentiation. And when you start to see yourself as that product, you would realize that PORs are surely not going to give you that point of differentiation. So if not PORs, then what else? What else do you need to have? What else do you need to work for? The answer to this is something which I call as the BOW. So what I would advise you is that instead of focusing on PORs like 100% of all other MBA students are focusing on right now, you need to stand apart and start to focus on something which I call BOW. Now you would ask that what exactly is BOW? BOW stands for body of work. What I am trying to say to you is that during your MBA, you need to focus on creating a body of work, the outcomes of which speak for you and they speak on your behalf. And for you to be able to create this body of work, you need to acquire some hard skills which are very important, which are not only important right now, but they're also important in the longer term when you are in the job. And once you acquire those skills, you can use those skills to implement it on some things, on certain projects. And what you see from there is that you would have incrementally created a body of work, and that body of work along with the outcomes. And you would be somebody who would be seen as somebody who can take an extra initiative and can be creative with it. So you'd like to know an example of this. I can share it with you from my own experience. When I was at my first year at IIM Udaipur, right in my first year in 2018, I created my blog superheuristics.com. On this blog, I started to write articles from whatever I had studied. And once I started to create these articles, I also started to acquire additional skills. For example, I learned how to do SEO, search engine optimization. Through that, when I used to write my articles, I used to ensure that my articles should rank on the page 1 of the search. And right now, almost 70 to 75% of all the articles which are there on my blog, they rank on page number 1. That is because I learned the skill of search engine optimization, and through that I could create this outcome that instead of me going and say that okay, I know how to do SEO, I can just go and show them the Google search wherein you will see my articles on the first page. From there, so for example, I created a lot of free ebooks as well. And when I created these free ebooks when I was in my first year, I thought that okay, how can I try to do say something like Facebook ads and try to generate some leads for the ebook. So I started to do Facebook ads, and when I ran my Facebook lead gen campaigns, I was able to generate over 1,000 leads at just 6.5 rupees per lead. So now what I have to write in my resume is not just that okay, I was there in the entrepreneurship cell of my MBA school, but I can go ahead and say that okay, I started a blog. It is famous across all the IIMs. I will be able to show some real work. And what you should also understand from here is that how is this work going to help you? Whenever I advise you anything, I would always advise it from a long-term perspective. And hence, when you keep on doing such kind of activities, when you keep on creating your own body of work, you are basically creating an asset for yourself, and that asset is valuable. So if you have such kind of entrepreneurial aspirations, you will be able to wing them and start it off right in your first year while you're acquiring skills, while you're creating a good body of work which will help you show that you have the initiative, and it will also help you in your placements. It's a win-win. And the sad part is nobody understands this. But if you are watching this video right now, I have shared with you a secret. And this works wonders if you commit to it and you do it properly. And hence, I would want you to go down in the comments and share with me that what do you feel about it and when are you planning to start it off. Sure, one of the ways is that you can start off your own blog or anything else. And the other way is that you can go ahead and take up some live projects. And in these projects, your aim is to do quality work. You need to be smart enough to find such good paid projects and internships which you can do along with your MBA, which offer you quality work. You can also go and search the jobs portal on my blog, Super Heuristics, where I share with you paid internships and paid live projects which can help you practice your skills. So while you're acquiring certain skills, you would also be able to go ahead and practice them. Hence, I would again like to reiterate that you need to stop focusing on PORs and shift your focus to BOWs. Once you are able to make that transition, you would see a long-lasting impact on your entire MBA journey. Even after your MBA, you would thank yourself that you started off with this during your MBA. Now, one final point. A lot of you, you might say that, okay, but when we are having a POR, it also shows that we have the ability to work in a team, in a group. But if we follow your advice and if we focus on our BOWs, then how would we show that we can work well in a team? Well, I will again share a very good example from my own experience. So after having come into my second year of MBA at IIM Udaipur, when my blog had already started to spread across the MBA schools and everywhere, I floated a live project for my first year students. So while I was in the B school itself, I floated a live project which was open to only the first year student. From all the students who had applied in it, I shortlisted 2 students and they were my interns for that project. And over the course of the next 8 weeks, I was able to help them understand SEO, Facebook ads, as well as the 3 of us, we created new things as a team, as a group, which helped the blog, and it also helped them acquire these interesting skills which I had. So if these examples are not enough to show a recruiter that you have the initiative as well as you have the team working ability, then I don't know what else will. Trust me, it works. I have spoken about it, I have heard about it, and this is one secret that has not yet entered the minds of a lot of B school students. Therefore, I would advise you to focus on body of work, and I can guarantee you that a lot of organizations, they will see it as a very strong sign of initiative, a very strong sign of commitment towards a work. And plus, when you have these skills to be able to do all of these kind of things, you would also end up becoming a complete professional, which is what organizations across industries, it could be a sales role, it could be a consulting role, it could be anything, they would appreciate this. So here's all I had to say to you about this. I hope you do well and you're able to create a really strong and impactful body of work. See you in the next video. Thank you.